What's up everyone? My name is Kim, aka Kim the Product. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I'm back and I'm gonna show you guys how I created this Evil Eye Polygel set right here. I know it looks like it has a lot going on. It looks like it's hard, but it was super easy to do. I did this using Makartt's blue polygel kit. So if you guys want to see that kit and see how I did this, then just keep on watching. So in this kit, you get a 100-180 grit nail file. You get 3 shades of blue polygel as well as a clear. You're gonna get some slip solution, a dual-ended tool. One side is a spatula, the other side is a brush, and you're gonna get some base coat and top coat. Underneath, you're going to have some dual forms, which you get in all Makartt polygel kits. And you also have your instruction manual. Moving on to swatches, this first color is 884. This one is 843, 841, and that last one is 842. And this is them after being cured for 60 seconds. Moving on now to the charms, which were actually my favorite part of the whole thing. I have these first 2 charms which I got from Michaels, and those are Swarovskis, but all these other charms you guys see here were my own, from my own personal jewelry collection. Some of these are from Aldo, Urban Outfitters, my local jewelry seller on the corner. I wear a lot of Evil Eye jewelry, so I had a lot of them laying around. I gathered them all up, did some quick surgery. So basically I'm using some hoops, and these I got from Amazon. I will link them down below. I'm opening those and I'm basically taking all the pendants, arranging them how I want, kind of customizing it. And yeah, after I'm done, I have it looking how I want it for the nail that I want. I'm going to make sure I add a clasp, and I'm going to use that to hook on to the hoops that I'm going to put on the nails themselves. And you guys are going to see that a little bit more later. So I left that first charm in real time just so you guys can see how easy it really is to, you know, custom something really quick. You know, it doesn't take a lot of energy, and I really like doing that kind of thing because it shows, like, even when you have things that are not made by you, you can add your own personal flair. You can, you know, you can use things that already exist to create something that doesn't exist, you know, to put something new in the world. And I really like doing that. I love doing that with nails, and I love watching other people do it as well. So this is what the charms look like when they are all done. I'm super proud of them. I think they came out so nice, and we are ready to move on to the next step, which is sizing. I am using my Aprés collaboration with Chaun Legend tips today. The sizing pretty much straightforward. I always tell you guys, make sure it's going sidewall to sidewall. Make sure you have a tiny bit of space in the apex, because today we are doing the lazy girl method and we are going to be filling the underside. So if you guys see some specks on my nails, that is from the foil. So sorry, it is not dirt. But moving on to prep, if you wanted these nails to last, you would push your cuticles back. Then you would go in and buff the surface of your nail. That is what you would do for proper prep. I'm not going to do that today because you guys know I pop these nails right off and move on to the next. The only prep that I did do is go in with some top coat on my natural nails. So the next step after that is what you see me doing here. I'm going in with some top coat on the gel extension itself. Then I'm going to take this brush. I got this brush somewhere, I don't even remember, but it's a super cheap brush. I'm taking it and I'm dipping it into the foil. I'm going to arrange this foil how I want it, and this is going to be the face of the nail, so to speak. So what I'm adding into this nail now, you are going to be able to see from the front, and then we will build the polygel in, we will add the polygel in after we cure this in our curing lamp. So I'm going to be adding silver and gold foil because I have silver and gold charms that I'm hanging from the nails. You could also do this method with glitter. You could do it with Fimo slices if you have some wide nails. I tried Fimo slices with these nails before and they're kind of very tapered, so it wouldn't really work. And this, by the way, I learned from Femi Beauty. If you don't know who that is, definitely go check her out. She was the one who created the lazy girl method. So if you really want to learn it, I'm sure you could learn it way better from her than you could from me. But this is my interpretation and I've done it a couple times now. I love this method, and yeah, so this is what the nail looked like when we pulled it out after it cured for 30 seconds, and we are ready to add our polygel in. So I wanted to go for a kind of blue, marbled blue, like color blocking type of moment. So I just added a little bit of one color, a little bit of another, and I don't have an exact amount to tell you to add, but it's always better to add less, to put a little bit and then add more versus adding way too much and then having to take away. That is where I think people struggle with polygel, because it gets very sticky, and then at that point you're messing with it way more than you want to. You kind of want to do it like this, where you add sparingly and you pat. You want to make sure your brush is moist. I have I freaking hate that word, moist. I have my slip solution in my little heart dapping dish there, and yeah, I want to make sure my brush is always wet when I'm touching the polygel. That also helps with the stickiness, and I'm just patting away. I'm making sure that the polygel covers all surfaces of the nail, because if it's missing a little sliver in a corner, you're going to be able to see that from the front. So keep turning it like I'm doing here. Look at it from the front, take your time with it, and once you have it looking exactly how you want it, you are going to come in and press it on your nail. You're going to go up against the cuticle, and that's basically all there is to it. Now, if you added the right amount, if you didn't add too much, you should be able to push this nail down, clean up the sides a little bit as I'm doing here, but you should be able to look at the sides of the nail and see that it's all the way down. You guys are going to see a little better what I'm talking about in a few seconds. I just made sure I really cleaned here. I cleaned a lot, but you guys can see how it's completely down on each side wall of my nail. That is what you're looking for. You don't want it to be lifted, exposing your natural nail. And this is also why I love this KiaraSky light. You can hold the nail down as you go in, and look, after 5 seconds you have that perfectly placed nail. Now, of course, you want to leave that nail in there for the full 30 seconds before moving on to the next nail. And at the end, you guys are going to see me do a final cure on each hand. But yeah, I just want to make that clear. I pulled it out at 5 seconds just so that you guys can see that you want to keep kind of looking at it to make sure that it hasn't slightly slid away, because polygel does tend to do that sometimes. I am doing my dominant hand first. You guys know I always tell you to do it that way so that you can use your non-dominant hand while it still has no nails on it, and that's going to make it way easier for you. So I'm just going to finish that off. I'm going to do my non-dominant hand off camera, and I'll be back for the filing and drilling of the holes. So this is what the nails are looking like, all cured and out of the lamp. You guys know I always say if you want to keep it simple, you can stop right here, just add some top coat, but we are going to take it up a notch. We are going to go the extra mile. You guys know I have to go extra every single time, so that is what we're doing. First things first, I'm going to kind of cut off this little plastic notch that the nails tend to have there. I'm guessing that's where they were attached when they were made. Next, we are going to file and buff. I'm filing the tips right where I cut that notch off. I'm also going to file around the cuticle area. That helps with any excess polygel that seeped out of the sides. My filing technique is not the best. But for those of you that don't know, I have started nail technician school actually 3 weeks ago. That was the same week that I filmed this video. So my technique has gotten immensely better. Even in only 3 weeks, I feel like I have learned so much. I'm getting better every single day. I'm learning so much about acrylic, so you guys can expect acrylic videos soon. And yeah, for those of you who may have wondered like where I went or where this video was or why I haven't uploaded, that is why. Nail tech school has taken up so much of my time and energy, but I will have my license soon. I'm excited about that, so it's all gonna be worth it. I have my Makartt dust collector under me. By the way, I forgot to tell you guys that. Sorry, it looks a little dirty. I should have cleaned it before this video. I have no excuse, but yeah, I love this dust collector. It works amazingly. It is a little loud, but I just blast some music and don't even worry about it. Once I was done filing and buffing, I went in and drilled the holes that I would be hanging the charms from. I'm going to show you guys this one hole because I didn't do a very good job drilling these holes, as you guys can see. Again, I'm in school. I'm learning to control the e-file and all files better in general, but this hole came out amazingly, so this one I will show you. And after all the holes were done, I went in with a buffer and kind of buffed around the whole area just so that it would be flush to the rest of the nail. And this was necessary, especially for me, because I kind of skidded around the whole area a little bit. So yeah, after some top coat, you won't be able to tell, I promise. Moving on to the stickers. I got these from Amazon. I will link them down below. I started off by top coating the nails that I wanted to put the stickers on. Then once I cured my hand for 60 seconds, I took the eye cutouts and I placed them in the water for about 8 to 9 seconds. I guess you guys can count. I kept this in real time, so it really doesn't take long at all. And I used some tweezer tools. I have this regular one and a super thin one. And at that point, you can just slide the sticker off the paper backing. Once I've got it, I just place it exactly where I want it. You want to make sure you're like pressing so that you don't get any wrinkles. And yeah, there really isn't much to it. I tried my best to find eyes that matched. This set of stickers didn't really have, but I think the eyes I chose looked really good together. So this is what they are looking like. I did my other hand off camera. This nail right here is my favorite because I love those kind of like sleepy eyes. So again, you could leave them just like that if you wanted, but we are going to continue to go up on the extra meat. All right, let me relax. Anyways, what I'm doing now is top coating the nails. Well, basically top coating all the nails, but yes, those nails that got the stickers are going to get another layer of top coat just to seal in those stickers, and the other nails are getting their fresh first coat. Now we can finally start my favorite part, and that is going to be adding these charms. So I put this in slow-mo so you guys can really see what I'm doing. This is another part that kind of gave me a hard time, and the reason being, it is very easy to open these hoops, but closing them is kind of another story. You need a specific tool for this. It's for jewelry. This tool you see me using here is more for cutting, so I'm lucky that I can even like use it for, you know, pulling it open. But what I ended up doing was pinching, just as you see me doing here. There's times where it worked and it didn't because these hoops were like brolic, but boom, I was able to pinch these closed. Some of them I had to use my teeth, you know, being honest. But first things first, we are going to put these hoops in all the holes. Some of them will stay just as hoops, and the other ones are going to get these charms that I made hung off of them.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
Final step, you guys, is to go in with some cuticle oil. You guys will see this oil in all of my videos. It's my absolute favorite, and it will be linked down below. But that is it for this set, you guys. This is the final product. I love how these came out with or without the charms. I think they are amazing, and I know it was a lot of steps, but I hope you guys saw it is very easy to do. I also hope you guys enjoyed seeing the unboxing of the blue polygel kit from Makartt. I love that kit. As always, Makartt has grade A products. If you're interested, my code is KimTheProduct15. You can get a percentage off while helping me out at the same time. But I appreciate each and every one of you for just watching these videos. I hope you have a great day or night. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one.